Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing really, really well. I just wanted to pop up for a minute or two and just send you my love and appreciation and gratitude. And I've come out for my weekly writer's date. It's something I've not been able to do for a while, obviously, with being away. So now I'm back, I'm reinstigating it. And I hadn't been serious about it for a while, actually. And I was feeling that the idea behind a writer's date is not necessarily that you come out to write, but it's that it's a day of the week where you feel you're well. So today I'm seeing a movie at the middle of the day, a lunchtime movie. I have some sandwiches in my bag and a flask of peppermint tea, and I'm going to watch the new Wim Wenders film, Perfect Days. And I've actually had to come quite far to come and see this because it's not on anywhere near where I live at all. So it's like a 60-mile round trip for me to come and see this movie. But actually, what I was thinking about this morning is that if we're serious about our art, serious about being writers and so on, I'm a professional writer. That's literally, my pretty much full-time work, even though that kind of also involves the open space and authentic living and the meditation and the spiritual side of things, the sacred side of work. To me, it's all the same thing. And we very often put our creativity on hold, hoping that we can kind of squeeze it in different ways. But actually, if you are aiming to be professional or hoping to be professional or are professional in the work that you do, and that's the life that you want, then it has to be front and center. So this is actually my work for the day. And it's a working day. It's not stuck at the weekend. It's not an add-on that I'm cramming in the evening. It's front and center, the artistic life. And, however you feel you're well, for me, it's all the arts. I love cinema, I love dance, I love visual arts and painting, and I'm always looking for I'm always hoping to find art that has something of the light in it, where the sacred has crept through the artist's creativity. Creativity is one of the rays of light. Love is another. Kindness, friendliness, compassion. So there are kind of rays from the light of what is, or the light that is throughout. And creativity is a major one. And very often when we're artists, writers, I call myself writer as artist sometimes. When I was first kind of waking up to who I really was, it was through the writing that it came first. The person was very closed and tight. But when I wrote, it was like a gateway into the sort of truth of myself, And then the writing helped peel off those layers more and more of sort of conditioning and codependence and so on, and to reveal kind of, the person who was always meant to be here. So, as I say, I've not done this for ages properly. I slipped back to trying to squeeze it in, and so today marks a big change for yours truly. But it's also an invitation to you. I just want to kind of share this with you in a way. It's an invitation to you, or a reminder not to take oneself seriously like in po-face seriousness, but actually take oneself seriously because you love yourself enough, and it's a mark of respect and dignity towards you expressing through your art form that you will, give yourself what you need. So on a writer's day, I am not seeking to create anything. I call them writer's days. I'm seeking to kind of connect with brother arts, sister arts, and to be lit up by that, which is the most incredible thing. And then, that undoes the burden a great deal of feeling so alone as an artist a lot of the time, because if you are genuinely a creative, it can look like the world is very much not for us, because it runs along its kind of, clotheslines a lot of the way, and kind of outcomes are often just repetitions of the same thing, you know. So for the creative, it's a scary thing for society to come across a genuine creative. And I'm not here to frighten everybody. I'm here to complicate matters and always remind us of our humanity and our sacredness. And that is definitely something I enjoy doing. So let's complicate things, but let's feed ourselves, you know, let's drink from the well, let's nourish ourselves with the good food of other true artist creativity. And I've loved Wim Wenders's work since the 1980s. I think the first thing I saw of his was Paris, Texas. And then I saw De Himmel über Berlin, Wings of Desire. That really blew me away. I didn't get on great with Until the End of the World, and then there was all these documentaries and things like that. And his documentary of the dancer Pina Bausch is just astonishing as well. And this is a return to him kind of doing storytelling, and it looks like a really beautiful film. People have recommended it to me very, very strongly. So maybe I'll write something about it, or maybe I'll let you know something more about it as well. But bless you. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're watching this on the Substack, then this month's writing club is below this video. If you're tuning in on the YouTube, then you can have a look over on the Substack. The Writers Club is just for full members of my Substack. But, you know, take a peek at the Substack anyway and see if that's something that you're interested in. Anyway, lots of love to you. Take care of yourself. Hey everybody, I just wanted to pop back up actually and tell you that the film Perfect Days is absolutely fantastic. And if you're someone like me who has trees who are your friends, who still listens to music on cassette, who reads books, if you enjoy just waking up and hearing the birds outside, and yet you are still, you know, enjoying being a human being, that you feel really properly and so on about things, and you're not divorced from life, then it's an astonishing film. The lead actor, absolutely incredible. I think it might be Wim Wenders' greatest thing that I've seen. It's completely up there with Wings of Desire, if not better. In some ways, because there isn't an 8-minute speech at the end, kind of laying it on a bit too thick, you know. Whereas Wings of Desire is completely brilliant. It's just that it gets a bit speechified at times. But this is it's much more subtle than that in a way. And I don't want to tell you anything about it, but if you get a chance to see it at the movies, and it's just out at the minute. It's only on in independent cinemas, and even where I went to see it, which is in Manchester, a place called Home, which kind of replaced the beautiful old corner house that used to be in Manchester, which is somewhere I loved so much. I don't know if any of you remember the corner house. It saved my life, that place, I tell you. Unfortunately, they got rid of that and created this other thing, which isn't a patch on the corner house, but they put it in a cinema for 35 people. There was just 35 seats in this little tiny sort of like screening space, and it was full, which was brilliant. But yeah, I don't know if this kind of film is valued anymore, if that's the way that it's being presented. But if you do get to see it, it's far better to see in the cinema. There's dream sequences that are so interesting when you kind of reflect back on them afterwards, and there's sort of the beauty of ordinary living, the beauty of your ordinary life is kind of reflected in it. It's just gorgeous. And if you like music too, if you like Patti Smith or Velvet Underground or Rolling Stones, basically music from the 70s, then it will kind of the music is so beautifully chosen through it as well. So yeah, a big recommend. Lots of love to you. Take care.